Hey guys, so now we're going to talk about a really, really fun song off the new record. It's called Lion and the Lamb. This was a really fun song to play. Leland's an amazing singer, and this is kind of like one of the more like rock and roll songs, so I really enjoy playing it. I used this green Portlander again, stayed on the bridge pickup the whole time, really easy. I'm using my Kilt overdrive for most of it as well, just to have a really mid-rangey, a little more saturated tone. And it's in the key of B. So the first guitar part comes in, and it's kind of divided up into two parts. It kind of has a hook, and then it has like another faster hook on the back end of it. So I'll turn my reverb and delay off really quick just to show you the part, and then I'll add it in and show you what it sounds like with the effects after. So the first part is really easy. I have not only my Kilt, but also my SHO clean boost on to really give me like the maximum gain, make the part really, really loud. I'm playing high up on the neck on the G and B string, and the first part follows. I think Leland sings along with this part as well, so it should be pretty easy to make out. It goes like this. From there, it immediately goes into this hook, which I'll play slow. It's on the D, G, and B strings, but kind of in that same position. So like I said, I'll play it really slow so you can hear the notes that I'm playing, and then I'll play it up at tempo. So here's the first part. And the hook on the back end. I'll play that second half even slower because it happens really fast. One thing that'll help you in playing this part too is the utilization of using a pull-off. So I'm picking those first three notes, and then I'm pulling off to that next note so I don't have to do all the work with my right hand. And it also makes the part sound a little more fluid. So here it is again. Pull off. Another pull off. And then I hit that note 2 more times. So now I'm going to put them both together, play them slow, and then I'll play them faster. I know it's a little bit more of a challenging part to play, but if you just sit down with it for a few minutes and work on it, you'll get it in no time, and it's really, really fun to play. So now I'll add my delays and reverb. They sound kind of like this. So you notice on the reverb, it's got a really short decay time. That's because I don't want it to bleed over into the notes, especially with that faster part. And I have a nice long delay trail as well, just to kind of fill things out a little bit more. So here's the part with the reverb and delay. Now you'll notice on that last note, I slid it down, and that's just a fun little trick with the delays. You kind of hear everything slide down. So That's all it is. You can even exaggerate it a little more. And that's fun too, because that next verse, we're totally out. We don't come in again until that first chorus. All right, so that first chorus is a down chorus. So I'll kind of just swell around following the chords. Here's like a 1 chord. Next chord is a 6. A 4. And then a 5. Now you want to be careful with how much you swell around in this spot, because you have to jump right back up to that lead hook for the reintro. So one of the ways like I tend to do it is it repeats that 4 chord and 5 chord, so I'll kind of maybe play it low. And then I'll play it high. And then we jump right back into the lead. So swelling out of that bridge, I'll kind of do a lower swell. And then maybe I'll end it with a higher one, just because I have to jump right back up to that lead line again. So this is how I would go about that. Here's a lower swell. And then a higher one. So right back into that lead line. You notice too that I did a little hammer on after swelling that 5 chord, just to accent the 1, which is the final chord before going back. So they all kind of bleed together. As long as you get that little 1 hanging right there, you're doing all right. So next for the bridge, I turn my SHO back off to drop the intensity a little bit. And I have a picking part that goes like this. It's really easy. It's on the 4th string. And I'm doing a lot of downs, but I'm doing like ghost picking is, I guess, a term I've heard for this, where you're just kind of picking a muted string, and then I'll then accent 2 notes. So I guess the best way is just to show you. So that works 2 ways. 1, I'm accenting a little melody there. But 2, that ghost picking actually helps fill a little space in the mix, and also helps with consistency. You can just kind of lock your hand in with the drummer or the click and go. And that's all that happens in the 2nd verse. I'll play it again. From there, we're going into the 2nd chorus, which is a big up chorus. And all I'm doing is playing big bar chords to give it kind of that rock and roll punch and fill things out. So I use this B voicing. I'll show you guys the voicings and then play through it. Just a straight up B power chord. So as you can see there, I've slid up to this higher voicing of the 1 chord, but it's actually being played over the 6. It ends up working better than you would think. So once again, starting down with a low B and then sliding up to a high bar chord. Now, it's not a full bar chord. I'm not playing that 5th right there. I'm just using my pinky and my ring finger on the 3rd and 4th strings, and I'm muting the 5th string and playing the 1 on the low E. So again. Again, really simple, just following the chords. other than that one little movement there over the 6, I'm just playing bar chords on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. All right, so I'll play it now with the reverb and delay so you can hear what that sounds like. So the only little thing to notice there is that we crash out on a 2 chord. So to do that from the 5, I now lift my pinky and my first finger up so that you're only hearing that note right there, which is a C sharp, which is the 1 of the 2 chord. So just to show how that works again, I'm playing the 5, and then I lift my pinky and my index finger up so that all you hear is that 1 note. And then slide out again just for added effect. So now we're in the bridge, and I'm out for the first section of the bridge, and I won't come in until the band starts to build in. And reverb and delay stay the same throughout the whole song. And I'm playing a line that's really similar to that second part of the hook, but it's a little bit different, and it goes like this. Now the delay kind of tricks you and makes you think that you're hearing more notes than you really are. So I'll turn that off, and now you can hear it. Just so you know what I'm picking. I'll slow it down. I'm just on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string. Those notes. Even slower. So that happens kind of fast, but again, just do your best to practice it up to speed, lock in with the drummer, and then you can even use your delay to help keep you in time with that part. So you kind of hear that part where everything just kind of locks in and works together, and it sounds like almost another guitar player is playing with you. So that's the bridge part, and then I'll slide out of that last note again, and we do a little instrumental section, which is just the back half of that hook. So I'll play from the bridge, I'll slide out of my last note again, like I do for the other sections, just for that added effect, and I'll play that little hook. Sounds like this. Right back into the chorus. And the only thing I do differently in this final chorus now is at the end where the chords go from 4 to 5, 4 to 5 again, I'll actually walk up. So I'll go 4, 5. Now I'll switch to octaves. So I've just switched, I've eliminated the 5th. So I've just taken my ring finger off and I'm just doing the octaves. The 6 and then the 7. Those are over the 4 and the 5, so it sounds like this. And that's The Lion and the Lamb.